Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik's View. Today, we got an exciting deep dive, and we're gonna jump right into it. Um, my source today is coming from Brother Bob Cushman. He is an amazing warrior for God and country, and if you don't know who he is, you're gonna learn today. Now, I want to show y'all a little bit about him before we get into it. As you can see from his accolades or whatever on his Facebook page, reporter, retired captain, retired corporate at retired corporate pilot, former volunteer for the Pat Colbeck campaign for governor, former canvassing manager, former captain at General Motors, former captain at Oscar Mayer, former captain at Comair Airlines. You can see he's leadership material. He's well rounded, and when it comes to this reporting, he's second to none with it. Uh, this website is called michiganscorruption.com. I encourage y'all to check it out, and valuable information we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be breaking down one of his chapters today. Uh, this is his website right here. Michigan's Corruption Explained. Follow the money. We always hear about follow the money. People say it all the time, but rarely do people actually, excuse me, take the time to dig and follow the money. This is exactly what Brother Bob Cushman has been doing. Um, this goes on to, give you an introduction. He is definitely a warrior for God and country. But look at this. It's like a digital book where he got chapters and chapters and chapters where he go through and break down the corruption going on in Michigan. Look at these chapters. Look at this. Ryan Berman, Tom Norton. Oh, I don't think not Tom Norton, Tom Leonard, Ann Menard, Lee Chatfield, Ryan Berman, Bo LaFave, on and on. Now it's up to right now. Look at this. Look at it. Tons and tons of information. You can't even quantify the amount of hours that he puts into this type of work I know because I do the same type of journalism and research, and it takes tons and tons of time. So we're gonna jump right into this because the chapter we going over today is chapter 103, and it's talking about how the RNC and 9 families work together to overthrow the MIGOP chair and the Republican Party. So we're gonna get right into it. The big lie about hold on, they talk about repetition right here. Repeat a lie often enough and it becomes the truth is a lie of propaganda often attributed to the Nazi Joseph Goebbels. Okay. The big lie about the primary function of the Michigan Republican Party chair. Most recently, the big lie with regard to the primary duty of the chair of the Michigan Republican Party is that the principal duty of the chair is to raise money. This statement is actually false. This statement is a legal cover for all chairs prior to Christina Caramo. Why, you ask? The actual primary duty of the chair of the Michigan Republican Party in the past it has been to launder money for the RNC, other organizations, and wealthy families that want to control exactly what happens in Michigan. He is nailing it all over the head throughout this report. It goes on to say there are 3 primary accounts in the Michigan Republican Party: the federal account, the state account, and the administrative account. And it goes on to say the administrative account is secret. As far as he can discern, the public cannot view this account. The federal account of the Michigan Republican Party analysis. So as you can see, he goes through and analyzes and researches and actually breaks down all this information. Look, I have performed an analysis for 4 years of 4 years of the federal account of the Michigan Republican Party from 2020 through 2023. He summarized the results right here. Over $31 million raised within 4 years. Look, in 2020, they raised $25 million. That's when they was trying to beat you know who, DJT. 2021 was an off year. They kept a little money in the bank. 2022 was another election year. They pumped up a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying, but not nothing compared to 2020. And then in 2023, we only got a little over $500,000. Now, who was elected to chair in 2023? And it goes on to say about three-fourths of the total amount, they summarize it in the following table. There were 4 organizations and 9 families that contributed the vast majority of the money in these past 4 years. All 4 organizations and 9 families seem to make a conscious decision to withhold donations in 2023 after Christina Caramo was elected. Uh, Cushman states he believes that this was a well-coordinated effort to starve the Michigan Republican Party of funds in an effort to discredit and remove the first and only grassroots leader that the Michigan Republican Party has ever had. 53% of the funds to the Michigan Republican Party have come from the Republican National Committee. The recent court case in Kalamazoo produced testimony that the NRCC donated a sum just over $250,000 and then demanded that about $250,000 be given to John James's campaign. It is patently illegal to give money to an organization and then demand that it be spent in such a fashion. The original ask was verbal, and the NRCC later claimed that the conversation never took place. The big lie is that the chair of the Michigan Republican Party is tasked with raising money. The truth is that the chair of the Michigan Republican Party prior to Caramo is more of a money laundering on demand and has traditionally taken orders from the RNC and other major donors. The money laundering has 2 primary methods: legal but not ethical, and illegal. There are many ways that a wealthy donor can launder money through PACs, nonprofits, super PACs, etc., in such a way that he or she can easily exceed the normal campaign limits. And it goes to list those out. 8,325 to governor candidates, $2,450 to Senate candidates, $1,225 to state rep candidates, and $48,000, $875 to a Senate or House caucus committee. What is the problem, you ask? The problem is that we have totally lost control of our government. Now, we're going to go down into these 4 organizations and 9 families who withheld their little money in 2023. Look at this breakdown. Look at this breakdown. We got over here, we got the year 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. You can see the total incoming money to federal account by the Michigan Republican Party by year. So over here we see the total amount in 2020 was $25 million and some change. In 2021, it was $1.9 million and some change. And that 2020 was when Laura Cox was the chair. 2021, we had Ron Weiser. 2022, we had Ron Weiser, and we had incoming money was $3.6 million in 2022. 2023, as you can see, we only have $639,025.29. So that's a dramatic decrease during 2023 when Caramo had won, when the people had won and elected Caramo as chair. Now, we're not even going to talk about the grass rats and people like Adam D'Angeli and this new character, what's his name? McMahon, Steve McMahon, or whatever his name is, with Bigger Truth. He a straight fraud, in my opinion. He was brought here, in my opinion, and he's a low life, low level paid operative, in my opinion. Now, we're not even going to talking about these people pushing the narrative who worked hard to sabotage Christina and the grassroots efforts. We're not going to talk about them in this video, but we will be talking about them in upcoming videos. So anyway, back to the topic of discussion. 2020, you got, look at these, the yellow over here. It says down here in the note, it appears that the RNC, the NRCC, and families of DeVos, Fisher Hayworth, Jander Noah, Karmanos, Parfet, Shostak, Van Andel, and Weiser coordinated to starve the federal account of the MRP of funds in 2023. Now, if you look at what they gave in 2020, look at what they gave in 2020. The RNC gave $15,899,000, basically $16 million, to Laura Cox. In 2021, they only gave $100,000 to Ron Weiser. He didn't need it. He had his own money. Now then you look, Ron Weiser, he been putting in his little 40,000 here, 20,000. But back up here, the RNC, 2021, 104,000. 2022, that was a campaign election year, 700,000. 2023, zero. NRCC, they didn't give nothing until 2022, $750,000, but in 2023, zero. Look at all these zeros over here. Now look at these are the PACs or the families, the 4 organizations and 9 families. 2020, they all giving money, whether it's a little bit or a lot. 2021, not as many people giving money because it's an off year again. 2022, they wasn't giving that much money. You know what I'm saying? The RNC and the NRCC gave $750,000 apiece. Win Red, 184,000. The Fisher family and the Jander Noah family both donated 40,000, along with the Van Andels, Shostacks, and Weisners. They kept it light in 2020, I think, because they knew the grassroots was rising up. They didn't want strong grassroots candidates to win, so they took this little money and they put it behind the Rhino candidates, the candidates that were moldable and that they could shape and control. Now, in 2023, look at these zeros. Win Red gave 54,000. Trump for president gave 20,000. That's pennies. That's pennies in 2023. They all stopped giving money. All these 4 organizations and these 9 families. Now watch. Look at this. This family done gave a total, the RNC done gave a total of almost 17 million in 4 years, and they gave 0 to Christina. Now, the reason they wanted to get rid of Christina, the narrative, the big lie that they was pushing was Christina couldn't raise money. Look at this. The RNC, 53% of what was raised up here, $31 million in 4 years was raised. 53% came from the RNC over them 4 years. $17 million almost. And they gave 0 to Christina Karamo. Look at all these zeros. This is what you call a sabotage. This is what you call a sabotage. Them 4 organizations and them 9 families withheld their money because Christina wouldn't bend to their agenda. She wouldn't bend to their agenda. In the 4 years of 2020 through it goes on to say 2020 through 2023, you will notice that the state account received about 1/3 of what the federal account received. When I isolated the large donators into what I call the incremental income money, I was able to expose about 90% of all the money funneled into the state account of the Michigan Republican Party coffers in those 4 years. I was able to isolate 90% of all the donations into 21 subtotals that totaled $10,740,000, and the grand total was $11,988,000. You will see that 3 organizations and 16 families donated in 2020 and or 2021 and or 2022, but did not donate in 2023. This was not a coincidence. The state account of the Michigan Republican Party analysis. Now look at this. We digging, we getting this what you call a deep dive to people who don't normally research, to you people who don't normally follow the money or know what people mean when they say deep diving. This is exactly what we talking about. Deep diving into down these rabbit holes to find valuable information. They hide the truth beneath the surface and they promote big lies. So if you don't ever look, you'll never see it. Look at all these names: Cotton family, DeVos family. We know about the DeVosses. Hibma, never heard of that family. Heisinger, we know about them. Carmanos, I never heard of them. John Kennedy III, who's that? MRP 11 account. Showstack family. Who's the Showstack? I done heard of the Van Andels and the Weisers and the Wentworths and all that. Who is all these people? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. They giving good money in 2020. 2021, it was an off year, so they didn't need to give a lot. 2022, they gave just enough for the America First candidates to lose. And then here we go in 2023. They giving nothing. Now look right here. This is the Michigan Republican Federal account. 11 account. I'm not sure what 11 account means, but that's probably based on looking at it. That's probably what they gave to Karama. But I don't know. I'm just speculating. But it's obvious. Y'all can see. I ain't even got to break it down. If you want to see more, go to michiganscorruption.com. It's a boatload more deep dives than you can handle on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it is clear, it goes on to say, it is clear that these 9 entities wanted to send a false message that Karamo was not doing her job. The truth is that Karamo was not going to be the surrogate that the wealthy power brokers wanted her to be. Karamo did exactly what we wanted her to do. She did what we elected her to do, stand against the corruption. Now you got all these people getting sucked into the corruption, selling their souls. A little money get waved in their face and they willing to be a little puppet. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Tell me what to do. Tell me what to say. They'll say whatever once they take that money. Anyway, by now, you all must know that a compromised judge issued a verdict that we believe did not meet the smell test. Judicial ethics require a judge to recuse himself whenever he is even just given the appearance of being compromised. I think it's fair to say this set of circumstances meets that requirement. Look at this. This is the judge. This is the judge right here. Committee to elect Joseph Rossi. This the judge. Look at these. Look at these. These are donations. Receiving committee. He getting all type of money. Yeah, this back in 2016, but it still show collusion. It still show a connection. What did they helped get him elected back in 2016? DeVosses, Jander Noah. You know what I'm saying? They throwing their little money around. Sekia. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all see. This is the judge that's in charge of the Karamo case against, the corruption. Look at this. The Michigan Oligarchy, aka the Michigan Opportunity Alliance. DeVos family. Look at this. $60 million almost. What is this? It don't say the timeline right here. Maybe it'll explain it down here. But just look at this. Follow the money. These amounts only represent campaign donations that are legally required to be reported in Michigan. They do not include money to dark money packs or to FEC reportable donations. And this is and on top of that, this is just what they report. Imagine what they just handing off to each other and no documentation. The Weiser family is right behind the Voss family. Then you got the Jander Moa. Then you got Meyer, Peter Meyer and all them, and Parfait, Nicholson, Heisinger on there. You know what I'm saying? Bill Heisinger, you know what I'm saying? Cotton family, Hayward family. They donate millions to get their way. Mm-mm-mm. So to finish it up, the conclusion, the reality would seem to be that the Michigan Republican Party chair must accept the big money with strings attached or accept the political assassination that was just perpetrated upon the only grassroots chair that the Michigan Republican Party has ever had. How much longer will Republican precinct delegates serve as useful idiots for the RNC, the DeVos family, the Weiser family, the Jander Moa family, the Van Andel family, etc.? Have we learned nothing when the so-called Republican majority expanded Obamacare with medical expansion, raised fuel taxes and driver's licensing fees, when 81% of all Michiganders said no to new taxes? When they pretended to have reduced no-fault insurance costs, yet we are still in the upper cost, 1 or 2 states? Have we forgotten how a Republican legislature ignored 10,000 citizen affidavits calling for a complete full forensic audit of the stolen 2020 Michigan election? I was there, and I signed the affidavit and turned it in with all 10,000 other people. Have we forgotten the arrogance and treachery and corruption of the Senate majority leaders such as Arlen Meekoff and Mike Shirkey? Mike Shirkey. Ooh, just Have we forgotten the continued corruption and arrogance of the Michigan speakers such as Lee Chatfield, Wentworth, and Matt Hall? We need to ask Chatfield and all them. Wentworth, we need to ask them about the Tenderfoot Club. Yeah. Deep dive into the Tenderfoot Club and NAMBLA, North American Boy Lover Association. Yeah. Chatfield, yeah. McBroom, yeah. Going on a rampage. Truth speaking rampage. You know what I'm saying? Have we forgotten the horrible treason committed by Senator McBroom? Nah, I sure haven't forgot McBroom. We need a round 2. Lena Tice, Irwin, Bison, when they issued that bogus report that declared we had a fair, honest election with no significant fraud. This report, if y'all forgot about it, y'all remember when I went in there and tore Ed McBroom a new butthole. These offenses were committed against Michigan citizens because we caved and allowed the RNC corruption and wealthy special interest money to sway our leaders and legislators. When will we learn our lesson? Now y'all can see what I'm talking about. This was just one chapter. This was just one chapter out of 103. And I believe he continues to add to this digital ebook, so to speak. And he is doing wonderful work. What's up, Sister Diane? What's up, Texas girl, Athena? God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Sister Diane say most people don't look at the campaign finances of these candidates and incumbents. No, most people don't follow the money. You know what I'm saying? So share this out. I'm going to be deep diving into many of these chapters on Brother Bob Cushman's website and help promote the channel, help get the word out. It's an information war. I'm going to upload this on YouTube. I'm going to download it and I'm going to delete it off YouTube and upload it on other social media because I don't have a strike yet, but I'm not trying to get that first one, boy. They don't play around. Once you start getting them strikes, your channel is on alert. They got you on their radar, and then they tighten up that algorithmic squeeze on you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we up here in Michigan standing strong. We're gonna be calling out all type of grassroots swamp creatures, even on the grassroots level. Many of them ain't even getting paid, just serving the wrong side, ain't even getting paid. But a lot of these grassroots people are getting paid low key. Ron Weiser, you don't think the DeVos family, these 9 families, 15 families, you don't think they funding little low-level grassroots operatives? They could just give them pennies. You know what I'm saying? They got millions and millions of dollars. They throw a little fake rhino grassroots wannabe patriot. They throw them $5,000-$10,000. Man, they feel on top of the world. And they use that little money to get out here and spread more lies. The more you make these families happy, the more you push their agenda, the more support they will give you. And they ain't gonna give it to you on the books. They be, this is my opinion. This is my view from the research and the conclusions that I've come to for almost 15 years, 20 years of research. But anyway, man, stay tuned. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again to another episode of Logik's View. Check out my website, you know what I'm saying, logiksview.com. Support your boy if you can in any way. Pack money is a big problem, and I got a lot more videos I'm gonna be uploading because I just watched a video when Hillary Clinton came here and met with Jocelyn Benson. Man, y'all ain't gonna believe what they was talking about. I didn't even want to watch the video, you know what I'm saying, at first, but then I'm like, let me do my due diligence. Let me do my duty as a digital warrior and a researcher to do what the average people don't want to do. Take the time to listen and keep tabs on these people, because a lot of times they tell us what they're gonna do, and they was telling us what they got planned for this upcoming election. They laid it all out. Blow my mind, still blowing my mind. I can't wait to do a video on it. I'm gonna probably try to do one tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna be going on another podcast tonight, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be sharing that link as well. But God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, drop comments, and even prayer requests down below. And also subscribe so you can stay notified each and every time our weekly content is uploaded. Thank y'all for tuning back in to Logic View. God bless. Peace.